back to Pantheon of the Geeks. You join us for some more Necromunda. Yes, we decided that we were going to get the rest of it. So we've got the base game here. We've got the additional tiles there, and the cards. I wasn't able to get the dice, unfortunately, for the gangs because the well sold out long ago. That's what happens when you come along late, you miss out. So not too worried about it. There's the dice in here and stuff. So this is the box game with the extra cards and the extra tiles. We did also pick up, and we'll be doing in another video, is the Vansar gang. Now we didn't actually get the dice and the cards for those, so that'll be a future video. And also we do have still Claire's Bounty Hunter 2 unbox from Forge World. Might fit that into one of the other videos, or might do him on his own, I don't know, very short video. And eventually coming in the post should be Claire's Delicu gang, so we've ordered that too. So pretty much most of the stuff for Necromunda that's been released through Games Workshop, and in the future anything else we're probably going to get now, and maybe some more trips to Forge World in the future. We might pick up some more Necromunda stuff, like crocodiles for the goliaths and such like, and rats for the card. Right, so Claire is with me. Hello. But she's not very well. No.
I've lost my voice, so I won't be speaking very much.
No, she's got this horrible throat lurgy, which we both had previously.
And I've got it back.
So that means I'll probably get it back as well. So if we do disappear off there for a bit, that's why, because we did last time. But there we go. I can still talk, kind of. So sorry guys, you're going to hear probably more from me. But where shall we begin? I think with the main game.
Main box set.
We shall start at the beginning, which, much like Star Wars, we've already filmed part of it. So we've done the middle bit with the Orlocks and the Cardor. So this is the prequels.
Neat bit that. Okay.
And then we'll go to the end, and we'll do better than last year, I promise.
That's a ton weight.
It is a heavy box. Heavy.
Heavy. Okay,
So, I think it's all the cards. Right, so if we lift this up, I beg your pardon.
Oh, mate. Sorry.
There we go. So the top of the box is just a box. The bottom of the box is part of the game, which is why, if you look around the edge, there's not the normal kind of pictures of models that they normally put on.
Okay.
In this case, it is a giant room that the guys can fight in. As part of the sorry, it's falling over stuff. Part of the Zone Mortalis stuff. We have some templates, some old school templates. I have a ton of these. I even got some misprinted ones.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't remember, we were at Games Day and they gave us some.
Yes, I remember they gave us a little baggie, didn't they?
It was before the age of Sigmar, full of dark times. The age of Sigmar is actually really good now, I'm quite liking it. But in the old days of Warhammer, when they actually printed off some 40k templates but ran them through the machine wrong and actually printed the Warhammer templates off.
Was that the first time you went, about 2009?
So they were just giving them all away as like booby prize? No, I don't know. Just freebies. I think they wanted to get rid of them. But yeah, very similar to these, but green. So now we have some orange ones. I don't think we've got any orange ones. We've got some clear ones. And some so here's the sort of scenery sprue, if you will. This is the bulkheads, caches, slimy thing. There's also a priority token. I think that's a priority token though. That is some sort of well of souls, I don't know. Then we have the doors. You can buy these separate. Not that that's news to anybody, it's news to me, because I haven't really been paying much attention to Necromunda, Tommy. But you can buy these as separate things if you want more doors and such like. Then we have the escher gang. So there's some of the eschers. And there is some more of the eschers. And a Goliath sprue, and another Goliath sprue. There's two of each type of sprue. Then we have bonus sort of giant size instructions. To put the Goliath and escher gangs together. And the other side of the instructions, which just tells you how to put everything else together. So we'll get into that momentarily. I'll fly that away for now. Okay, we have the Necromunda rulebook, which which is there and sealed. Has that got? I think it's got a help card in there. Maybe 2. I'll have a look. I think there might be 1. We have the dice for the game in black and yellow and black. So very Iron Warriors. And then we have the bases, which are the proper bases. I was informed in the comments. Thank you. One of the reasons I finally let go on them. I thought these were just because when they released this, they released the bases alongside. So I assumed it was right. So you got to buy the senior bases separate. One of the reasons I was surprised that you got them with the other gang. As I said, not really been keeping up to date with Necromunda till now. So let's just see what we've got in here. We have many bases actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 for the Goliaths, the 32 mils. Seem to have more of these. I'm wondering if some of the scenery goes on these. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 left over. It's an odd number. But then again, we only have 1 sprue of each type of scenery rather than doubles, so that's probably why. I wonder if these are scenery. If they're not, I'd love to have some spare bases of these. Because then I can mount some of my old Necromunda stuff on them. Which will be something I want to do. Let's take these. So we do have 2 help cards. Yes, excellent. Yeah, so first off, these tiles, which I probably should have not done. This is boring. These tiles are a foot by 12 inch by 12 inches, aren't they? Like foot size tiles, which is bigger than I thought, which is awesome. Now we have the cardstock tokens, which is also awesome. Before I decided to get the game, I was looking at some acrylic tokens on a few websites, so I don't need to get those now, but they did look pretty nice. And I know, I think is it? I can't remember the one it is, I don't want to say the wrong name, but there was one particular website that does gang specific stuff. We have a ruler, we have a couple of baggies.
You've got a few spare of them actually, from other games.
Loads of them. And a big deck of cards.
Ooh.
So I'm going to open a big deck of cards while Claire is... And you see this box, that's part of the game. For anyone who's not played this, which is probably not many people. Oh, come on you. We're hoping to get a few games of this on the channel actually. It might just be the games we play. I think it's a good recording mechanic for the rest of the campaign. Because then people know exactly what happened in a game. Here we go. Right. So in here, this massive deck of cards. We have tactics cards. I'll turn these over in a minute. I'm not sure whether these are just generic ones. Many of them. Many of them. Be interested to see what the difference between these are and the extra tactics we got. Right, so that one's got nothing on. Where does that start? From there. Okie dokie, tactics cards. So these are some escher tactics at the moment. So we've got counter charge, stealthy advance, scrag, gas trap, inhuman resilience, unstoppable behemoth, brutal charge, stim surge, click. I've gone to general tactics, I think. Click, lucky find, lucky find. So I presume there's a double copy of all the general ones. One for Goliath, one for escher. Group tactics. Group tactics. Hidden passage. Hidden passage. Blood debt. And another blood debt. Rigged door. And another rigged door. Last gasp. Followed by another one. Makeshift armour. Followed by another one. Frag trap. Frag trap. Melter trap. Melt scrap. So no Goliath ones, unless I missed them. Which I may have done. I did. So yeah, the Goliath ones were near the beginning. I thought they'd split them up a bit, but they haven't. That's fine. So those are the ones that you get in the box. The rule's actually cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the little Necromunda symbols on. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what do we have here? So it looks like all these are the gang cards. So we have the blank gang card. We're going to laminate these bad boys and then we can reuse them. So you get plenty of them. We're counting these in a second. And then you get the pre-made gang cards if you want to use the pre-made ones. I won't be, but they're there for use if people want to play this more like a board game and not have to work out gangs of their own, or they want to start with these gangs and work these gangs up. These are how the models are meant to be put together though. One of the gripes I do have with the new Necromunda, I think it should be more focused towards building whatever you want. So Claire is taking those off there, so we're just going to pause the camera to get the rest of the cardstock off and then we'll be back in a second. Okay, so that is the box there, so let's keep that out. And then we have the cardstock Claire's been taken off. So we have these. Are these events or like passageways? Kind of look like it. It reminds me of the stuff they did in Space Hulk. And with these, not sure. It's like a coal heap or
black hole.
Maybe it's like a hole in the floor. I don't know, maybe an explosion causes a hole in the floor and you can't go past. We have some arcs, which is quite useful actually. These are good. You do get some acrylic version of these, or some markings on the bases might be better, I don't know. But these are the arcs, so you can show you forward out. You've got two for the different sizes of bases. Doesn't help you when you go up to 40mm. Obviously with the bigger bases. Then we have the little tokens. I think these might be ready tokens. I'm taking guesses on these. I need to read the book. Flesh wounds or something?
Wounds, I would say.
Wound
yeah.
tokens.
Flame.
Ammonite maybe. On fire. Burning. So the upside down it looks like somebody going yay. It looks like an Olympic badge actually. Okay, so the tiles. Go to the tiles. So we have L69 on the opposite side. We have a massive gap with glowing fungus, and we have like a room with a passageway around the outside. So I have seen you can actually get things to put in these, not from Games Workshop, but from about 3 different third-party companies. One of them being our favourite TT Combat. I might be tempted to get some, just to turn them into full zone tiles. That's cool. Most of these look pretty standardised. But we do have some more rad pollution though. I wonder if these would work in Fallout. There's plenty like radiation zones and stuff. There's not. I mean, there's Imperial Eagle, but thankfully because they're not like plastic, they haven't put skulls everywhere. And basically, we have numbering systems and Greek and hazard systems. There's an AdMech symbol on that one, so control panels. To be fair, they're not. Apart from the Imperial Eagle, which could be anything, or the AdMech symbol could be anything. You could probably use these in Fallout. It was like an underground tile section.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nice heavy cardstock as well. Nice and thick. They're not bendy or anything. That's good. Right, let's put these tokens away. And dice. So look at the dice. I always like dice. Come on, dice. So we've got the scatter dice in there. I recognise those. don't recognise the other ones. I think, if I'm guessing from reading some of the rules, is it like rapid fire dice or ammo dice? I'm not sure. I'll find out. We've got some nice D6s. And we have some, he says, we have some, I think those are the wound dice. For when you roll and see what the outcomes are for wounds. So again, I said we have 3 of each of those and 2 of each of those in colours. Cool. Right. They're away. Let's start with the scenery, shall we? Start with these bulkheads. Get these put together. Shouldn't take too long. So, just from studying the sprue, I've not had a look at the instructions yet. Because it's over there. It looks like we have these feet sections. And we have the little pin sections on these. So, I'm just going to stick those to those by the looks of it. And she'll confirm this on here. So yeah, we have these feet sections. So one side is slightly longer than the other, so I just need to make sure I put them the right way around. And then we have this door handle piece. So it looks like there's an optional part there. So it looks like you can have that one or that one by the looks of it.
Cool.
It says optional. So we'll put those together first, and then we will come back and do these. So we'll cut these off the sprues, stick the feet on the door, and we'll have a look at them finished. Okay guys, so having taken these off, we can see that these adaptions are sort of D-shaped, and those they go into are D-shaped, so they only go on that way. So it's just a case of gluing these into place. I mean, I suppose you could. I'd really push that in there. It's quite solid. I'm going to glue it just so it doesn't fall out and I'll lose it. I'm going to use the long handle on this one. Claire picked that one. I said pick one. So I just picked the long one. So we're going to put that one on there. And then we'll come back and have a look at the next sprue. Okay, so there you go. That's the feet on. Very easy now to stand up. So we're going to take these off. So we have these sort of bulkhead sections which are used as barricades. They're quite cool actually. I could see using them even like out and about when we go 3D, if you will. So they just get clipped off. There's nothing to stick onto those. And then we have these computer panels. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then we have one of these reliquaries. Something. There it is. Those 5, I imagine, are the ones that need bases. So I should probably check this first. They're not on that. No, they're not on there. So there's no point in checking that. But from there we can see that the tentacle goes onto this this grid bit there, and these ammo dumps have separate lids, which are going to remain separate. Alright, I see. So, yeah, you don't glue them on at all. Don't glue these lids on. And you have these bombs that should go inside there. These double-sided things then, aren't they? That's clever. I like that. So, let's clip everything off and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so these are all the parts off that sprue. I said these are done. I like these actually. I like these barricades. I can see them using other things. We have the tentacle which needs to be stuck onto there. Again, we have an adaptation there, so that's just going to go on. The 5 spare bases are for the 4 consoles and a gang relic. I just had a look in the instruction book. These are cool. I like these loot crates. So you've got weapons. That's blank. And what I was saying before, you can put the grenades in there. That's awesome. I like that. It becomes a booby trap. Not quite like that actually. Or you can just have them as scenery. I like these ammo crates.
They're quite clever actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the priority token, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It was. So, skull, web, sort of Spider-Man death symbol, and then nothingness. The pit of nothingness. So heads and nothing basically, so I've got nothing that time. Right, so let me stick these on bases and then we'll stick the temple on. That's that done for the scenery. Now we can start on the gangs. Yay! Awesome. So we have all those set now in place. We have the now we have the tentacle. So that's all the scenery done. Yay! So we're going to start on the eschers first. Hey, sprue time. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay guys, so again there is the sprue. I'm making my own gang, however, there'll be some similarities just because of the way these go. Because I kind of want all these to have the same weapons as this leader. Because I think it looks cool. So, we're going to start with the leader, do the leader, and then that's part 2 and 1 for the body. And then part 9, which is the whip, part 10, which is the combi bolter with the needle pistol, and then part 8, which is sort of the cloak that she's wearing. So I'm just having a look at this. It looks like the cloak is actually separate. So I imagine you could probably reuse the body with different arms, but these arms seem to lock onto the cloak. We'll have a good look at that in a moment. And then I just need to pick a head and some hair, because all the heads and hair are separate. So I'll have a good look and decide. So we'll cut those parts off and then I'll come back and we'll build them all. Okay, so here are the parts. We have the body, and then we have the leg there. So that's just going to stick on. See that on there? That's the fitting for it, so that should just fit into place. I'm hoping that, yeah, sort of fits around the tabard bit. So I'm assuming you can just have that as the body on maybe one of the other gangers, and you don't need to add this bit on. But then this leader's got a cape, so that's part 8, and that's going to go on the back. Then we have the whip, so that arm's going to go on, and there's a fitting on here which sort of fits onto the cape, so that's just to bear in mind that these two arms are specific to this cape section. And then I've chosen head 52, was it?
52.
The mohawk.
43 for the face.
43 for the face, the shouting one. So I'll stick these together. The leader's done then. I'll show you the leader and then we can start on the champions. Okie dokie, so there is my leader. Finished. Looking alright actually. So we'll move on to the 2 champions. So one of the champions is armed with the Nightshade Chem thrower thing, which was a heavy weapon in the original book, but I think it was Gang War 3. It's just a special weapon now. So she's going to be armed with this. This is the body that's from the rules, from the instructions. It's 24, and it's the one that's actually with the cam thrower anyway. Well, the cam thrower parts are 30, 31 and 29. I've gone with a different head though. One with a mask, was it 48? And hair was 58, yeah. I think.
Yeah.
So I've gone with those for that one. The other champion, we've gone with
11 and 12.
11 and 12, yep. That's cool. So we're sort of in a running position.
26 for the sword, I think, and 7 for the plasma pistol.
Yeah, and then we've gone with, was it 41? And 51 for the hair, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are going to be my 2 champions. So I will construct these 2. They should go together very similar. Obviously this one has a single part body. It's going to make it slightly easier on the body. And then on the chemical thrower it's 2 parts to make the canisters, which are those 2 parts. So that's it really. So we'll stick them together and then we'll come back. Okay, so there is the chem thrower. It's got the cool names for these guys. And then we have plasma gun and power sword. Yes, we'll use that as a power sword. So the rest of my gang is 4 gangers. No Jews in this gang. It's kind of becoming a thing when I write a list. I forget to put the Jews in. but because they're cheap, they'll probably be the first things I add on during the campaign. And there are a few credits left over to buy a Juve in this gang, but no weapons for them, so all I need really is the money for the weapons, and that'll be the first purchase. So we have a ganger here with 2 las pistols. We have a ganger here with a las gun and a stiletto knife. Another ganger with a las gun and a stiletto knife, and a ganger with a shotgun and a stiletto knife. So I'm going to stick these 4 together, and then we'll come back, show you those, and the final escher gang. Okay, so the 4 las gangers. So we have twin las guns, very much like the one in the boat. Yeah, I've just changed the heads around really. And then we have las gun. There was nowhere to put the stiletto knife on there because we already have this contraption on her. So she's got one, but she just didn't have it on the model, so it's holstered away somewhere, hidden, probably underneath that tabard thing she's got. Then we have last gun number 2, the stiletto knife actually shown on that, it's cool. And then the shotgunner, so this is actually using the leader's body without the cape, which is quite cool. It's a great stance actually. It works really well. So that is the gang. Probably going to call these guys the Embittered Hearts, which is an idea Claire came up with. Almost slightly Sister of Basilisk, but evil. No.
They fell away from the order.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Well, she did anyway. The rest of them were like, she'd escaped to Necromunda and then somehow, probably with the champions being other members, and then they've recruited when they got there. Start off the gang, the Embittered Hearts.
Yeah. What did I say? They were Sisters Repentia.
Yeah. So she stole the whip off the leader woman who's got the whips. Probably strangled her with her own whip. So yeah, we're sort of talking about the background for these guys. This is what we came up with. So Embittered Hearts, to go alongside my regulators from the Orlok House. Right, that is the escher gang. They look really cool. They look better than I thought they would when I've looked at the pictures. I saw a couple of games where I wasn't that enamoured with the yellow paint job, I think. I don't know what colour I'll be painting them. I'll incorporate a heart logo if they're going to be the Embittered Heart. So I need to go away and think about that. In the meantime, let's start putting the Goliath gangers together. So here we have the Goliath sprue. There we go. So there's some meaty weapons on this one. Hammer, definitely. Renderizer, it's... See if we can get some cleavers in there. I do like the look of these stub cannons. Maybe I'm wrong. I might have a couple of guys with these, maybe more. Right. So let's get the parts off for the leader. Leader. Right. So we'll get the parts for the leader, and then we shall return. So here's the parts for the leader. There's quite a few parts for this Goliath one actually. So I've gone with this body here. On the chart of bodies, this one is number 23, which attaches to the leg 24, 25, and it's got a chest plate of 26. I think it's the furnace armour, which is this leg bit, which is 28. And the heads, while you can put different heads in different bodies, it does make a difference on which way they are looking, because once they're in place you can't turn them. So if you want him to be looking that way, make sure you put a neck with a mohawk looking in the right direction. But it looks like most of the faces will fit onto most of the mohawk, because I'd try a couple. But I do want him looking this way, so we've got this one, and we've got this cool sort of mask type face as well. So it looked more intimidating, if you will. So we've got the power hammer, and we've got the what's it gun? The stubber plasma.
Plasma combi stubber.
I didn't mention I did drill the weapons for the escher ones. I drilled the barrels, like if you go, the camera's going to see that. So I'm going to be drilling the barrels again. Because I like drilled barrels. There we go. So I'll go and put this model together. It's going on a 32mm base, and I shall come back if there's any issues. But basically, chest plate goes on the front. A few of them seem to be able to move between bodies. I don't know if they're all universal, but this one goes on there. And there is a couple of others that did fit on here as well, so that's universal. And then the legs are going to go on the bottom, onto the base, arms on. This piece of forge armour goes on this leg. The shoulder pad's going to go on the same shoulder as the leg, and then we have these grenades, which are going to be hanging down here. So, hopefully, when I come back, you'll know what I mean. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, guys, I don't know. I can't remember if I showed you this guy. I might have to re-edit this a bit. If I don't, sorry. But this is the leader. Yes, we've had a break because Claire wasn't feeling very well. It's now like almost 24 hours after the last part of the video. And I think I am picking up the cold now. And Claire's still got it,
yeah,
so we both might sound a bit croaky. But
starting to get evils from Paul now.
Yeah, I didn't start this, guys. It's not man flu. Not this time. So there is the leader. That's the head I've actually used. I kind of like that one, like the full mask on. But there we go. So we'll move on to do the champions now.
So you've got a champion with rivet cannon and fighting knife.
And what's the other champion got?
Grenade launcher and brute cleaver.
Grenade launcher and brute cleaver. Right, let's get the parts off. I've been rethinking the rivet cannon because it's changed since the original. I'm thinking of keeping it in the gang, but I think I might give it to a ganger because it counts as a special weapon now, not a heavy weapon.
Okay.
So I'm sort of toying with that idea. I'll think. I'll come back with the parts, and I'll have decided by the time I return. Okay, so these are mainly the parts for this champion with the grenade launcher. They're actually shown on the description for the same guy, apart from changing around the chest plate and changing around the head, just because I want to be different. This guy is going to get the rivet cannon, hopefully, as long as it all fits in place. Is actually a different body than the one shown. So, whereas I'm using this one for the grenade launcher, I'm using this guy up here for the rivet cannon. So hopefully this will fit the body. If it doesn't, I'll come back and we'll have to use a different body. But I've used the head from this one with that respirator on as well, so it was pretty intimidating. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these guys together. I think I just need the knife for that as well, which is part 61, the fighting knife. So I'm going to stick that together and then we'll be back. Okay, so here we have the ganger with the grenade launcher and cleaver, looking pretty funky. And now we have the ganger with the rivet cannon. I want him sort of running forward like he's going to batter somebody with it, because it is like a 3-inch range weapon. That's like its minimum range, 3 inch. And his maximum range is 9. It's terrible. This is why I've been sort of like, it's really short range. It'll be really good in mortalis zones, I think. It's got a heavy rate of fire and can cause people to set on fire.
Oh, nice.
Which are two good things. But I think in open warfare it's going to lack a bit. So I want to remind myself, I need to run him forward. So he's running forward. With his fighting knife hanging off his belt. So next up is the 4 gangers. So again, assorted parts with a spud jacker and a stub pistol. We have a stub cannon. Should be a fighting knife, but there's only one fighting knife left, and these two guys are around the same. I didn't want to forget one had a fighting knife and one didn't. So these two guys have both got stub cannons. And they should have fighting knives, but again. So I might have to try and dig out some like older knives or stuff from... See what I've got actually. I think I've got some old goliaths somewhere. I wonder if they've got any spare knives. And the renderizer at the end there. And again, he should have a stub pistol too, but there's no holstered guns on the sprue either. A couple of things are shame in it, okay? So I'll stick these guys together, then we'll come back and have a look at the whole gang. Okay, so there are the gang with the spud jacker and Pistol, still need to drill a hole in the end of that. I'm just waiting for that to dry. Same with the rest of these, just to drill the holes in the guns. And then we have the stub cannon, which is pretty cool. We'll see how they perform. There's the other stub cannon. And this guy's the smallest part of the entire sprue, which is the cigar, which is separate from the face. I think his head's part 46 and the cigar's part 47. And it's fiddly as hell to put in. So that's fun. And then we have the renderizer. There he is. He's pretty much built exactly as the renderizer in the gang. Cause I quite like the way that model looked. With his face mask and his studs on his chest plate and everything. So he's pretty much the same. I think I switched out the shoulder pad just so he'd be different from the leader. There we go. So those are the Forge Lords.
Cool.
That's what they're called anyway. Let's figure out some names for the individuals. Apart from him, he's actually called Sledgehammer. Okay, and he has a sledgehammer. Power hammer. I suppose I could have called him Power Hammer. But I'm going to go with Sledgehammer. So there we go. So that is the Goliath gang. 7 of them anyway. There are 3 left over. Same with the Eschers. There are 3 left over. 3 bases. So I'm going to need to make Juve, which will probably be the first thing all these gangs do, is hire a Juve. Because some of them have got like 5 credits, some have got 20 credits left over. Which is enough to buy a Juve but no weapons, or toward a Juve. So the first thing they'll buy when they start earning money in the campaign is a Juve. Because we've got 4 gangers and 3 non-gangers, so there's enough space to put a Juve straight in there. I think that's the best way to do it. I think it's best to start with the 2 champions, because they can start earning money for you straight away. And you've got your leader, obviously. So, there we go. So, what's next? Oh, the cards.
You've got the cards.
We've got the cards. So let's have a look at the individual card packs for these 2 gangs. Okay, so we have the Ash cards. I've removed the cellophane. Close removing the cellophane from the Goliaths. Should have opened them as well. So I miss myself sometimes on camera. There we go. That's your cards. I need to go and have a good look at these and the ones from the main game. So we have side by side tunnel runners. The new strain, cool. Not so easy. Put them down. Siren Howls. 3-point landing. Ultraviolence. Cool, let's end that. Proper preparation. That's one that Illidan uses. Suppressing fire. So these are the general ones as well, mate. Trusty backup. Having a bad day. Battle madness. Battle madness. Beast war. Blackout. Blazing fury. Burst of courage. Chain attack. Reaction fire. And crossfire. And then we have the Escher card with the Escher symbol on the back. Cool. Okay, so let's have a look at the Goliath cards from the Goliath add-on deck. We have Anything's a Weapon, Blade Breaker, Ironhide, Knockout Blow, Ceramite Skin, cool, Second Wind, Steel Constitution, very good. Not done yet. Deadlock into the standard cards now. Desperate Effort. Distraction. Thundering Charge. Emergency Seal. Adrenaline Surge. Fearsome Reputation. A Good Day. Healthy Paranoia. Just Add Nails. So, player making an attack with a frag grenade. I need to get frag grenades for these guys. Lucky Low Stick Case. And Ricochet. Cool. don't get any cards with those.
You do.
Oh, I took them.
I put them to the side, sorry.
Oh, been tricked. So yeah, we've got the cards with the goliaths and more on the back. I've been tricked.
Sorry.
Done that on purpose, didn't you? Dear oh dear. You can tell I'm getting ill as this video goes on. Nurgle is granting me his blessings. So finally, we shall move on to the bad zone Delta 7, which are the extra tiles. So let's break into this and have a look, see what we get.
Want the snippies?
It's a bit tight. It's tight.
Tight.
There we go. Need more of a knife for the snippiness.
Ah.
No knife, neither, man. Just didn't evil. Right. Come here, you. Aha! Right, so we have some counters. Got some extra counters on here. We've got these chaos counters as well. So they're new. I think they're to go with the chaos shrine tile. Yeah. We also have some more arcs. Is that a bigger arc?
I think that's a bigger arc than the one we get.
Let's find out. It is indeed. It's that size of base arc. Is it 40mm? Sorry, I'm sniffling a bit. And then we have the tiles on this side. So Claire's going to undo those for me. And then we shall be back. Right, so there we go. So there are the other side of the counters, you can see there. Then we have this, I think this is fungus, glowing fungus. On the other side we have, I think that's a secure vault for keeping things in. Then we have utter darkness. Utter blackness. A view of utter blackness. On the other side we have, that's the raw effluent part of the board, yep. And then we have one of the construction fans. There's one or two of these, can't remember. So those are the fans that can literally just, you're walking on a gob. And we have a fall to your death into utter nothingness. Is this one effluent as well? I believe this is effluent too. There we go. And some more utter darkness. And then we have the fuel pump, which you can set on fire apparently by shooting it and it blows up. And some more complete darkness for stumbling around in. We have the forged in fire set, which is there, so you can throw people you don't like in there and they burn to death. Favourite of House Goliath, obviously. On the other side we have the electrical generators. I think that's the console for the generators, switching them on and off. Then we have the ancient Archaeotech. And another fault to nothingness with a bridge across it, which I would not step on, ever. I think these are some sort of, these like liquid pool things for gathering water or something. On the other side, the Chaos Temple. And then we have the trash compactor, which pretty much how a trash compactor should work, not like the one off Star Wars. And we have the on and off button there. So someone falls in that, I believe they're alright, but they've got to climb out again. But if someone switches that on while they're in there, it's a garbage disposal. And then we have an alien nest.
Oh, I think we know what that is. Niddlies.
Very probably. Niddlies or spiders. Could be giant alien spiders.
What was those arachnid things that Horus...
That arachnid race. Maybe, yeah, maybe they're hiding on Necromunda, who knows. And there we go. That's everything.
Cool.
So, yes, we've got a lot to get through there and have a read on the rules and have a look at the game. And hopefully when we're a bit better, we can actually play some games. But I quite like these models actually, now that I've seen them in the flesh. That was one thing, I hadn't actually really seen them until we went to Forge World. And I saw some actually painted up, and I'm actually in Forge World itself, and I picked a couple of the goliaths up and I was like, these are really good actually. And I thought, well, maybe I won't get the box game, maybe I'll just get the rules and another gang, because I quite like the Orlocks. So we got them, and you know the rest of the story if you've been watching the videos. We got these bad boys first. So there we go.
Cool.
So yeah, so we're gonna go in now in a corner, and then be reborn. So thank you, Grandfather Nurgle, for all this. You've bestowed your gifts upon us yet again. But thanks for watching, you guys, and watching to the end. If you've watched to the end, well done. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. So please like and subscribe. You guys take care.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.